Some good news and some bad news, folks. Good news, it is now the January transfer window, which will hopefully mean some deals involving some of our players and bringing players in, assuming we can get some money in. But the bad news is I've lost my best striker for only up to 4 weeks. Not ideal. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend, episode 14 of Club 2 here with Wycombe Wanderers. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode we have one league game away at Mansfield Town, and we're just going to keep it to one league game for today because, as mentioned, it is now the January transfer window, which means it's kind of time to go through a little bit of a squad assessment just to see where we might need to improve things, or rather where we do need to improve the squad and just get a bit more squad depth going on. But since you were last with me, it's been about a month and a half and we've played, I think, about a dozen games. It feels like that, certainly. Form's been very good. A few draws mixed in, but considering two of them were away at Cardiff and Birmingham City, who are two of the more difficult and tough sides in this division, I'll certainly take draws against them, even if we did concede a 91st minute equaliser against Cardiff. But had you offered me that draw before the game, I would have taken that every single time. We have thankfully started or continued to be scoring goals, including in the home game against Cardiff, not long after the Barnsley game. I do wish I showed this game to you on camera. 7-4. I haven't gone from ecstasy to despair and back again and repeated the whole cycle in a long time with Football Manager, but 7-4, amazing game. I just wish our defence was a lot better. Like I said, areas that we need to improve this squad. We have continued our cup runs as well in the Pizza Trophy, the third round. I'm not showing you that because unless we get to the final, no one cares about it. And we're also into the FA Cup third round, which I also won't be showing because we got Salford away. That's not a big mega tie for a lot of money, unfortunately. If we get to the fourth round and we get a big team, then I'll show you that as anyway. Of course, as well, in December, 5-0 against Shrewsbury. 6-0 against Leyton Orient. Like I said, we are thankfully scoring, which is even more frustrating that we have lost our lead scorer, Tyler Smith, top scorer this season. He's the one who is out for up to 4 weeks with a groin strain. It is a shame, which is why I'd like to bring another striker in just to, again, give us a bit of depth up front, because I know we have Scully, Adebayo and Stewart who will get game time, but I don't want to wear them out because he's going to be missing, what, maybe 6-7 games is Smith, which is not ideal. And quite frankly, it just thins out the squad a little bit. I mean, look at that. Stewart, heavy match load. Scully's just come back from a holiday. Adebayo's on a heavy match load. You can see why I do want to get a few more players in. So this is going to be the starting 11 that we're going to send out against Mansfield. Patterson in goal. Bueno, Jones, Stewart and McCarthy as the back four. It was originally going to be Critchlow, but he got himself a little cold, so he's going to be out for a few days. I don't really want him to infect the squad. Heaps is back from injury. He's alongside Gomez, who has just come back from suspension himself. Obita and Chapman. Chapman's just come back from an injury as well. And Scully back from holiday alongside Leighton Stewart up front. Should Stewart be an advanced forward or poacher? We'll leave him as poacher for now. We'll see how he does. It says in his loan contract he should be an advanced forward, but I've barely played him there this whole season. Just hopefully his manager won't actually come to me and say, well, why is he not playing as an advanced forward? Well, to be honest with you, I don't want to play him there. Unless he does well in that role, then fair enough. But for now, we'll continue him as a poacher. Hopefully he'll pick up the ball flicks from Scully or Adebayo, whoever he plays alongside in games, and continue scoring. He has scored double figures. I think he's on 10 goals this season. I think it's only him and Tyler Smith who are in double figures so far. So Scully's not too far off as well, but he's more of a creator than a goal scorer. I think he's kind of equal almost for both of those. We'll have a look after this game anyway. We're going to be doing a little bit of a squad assessment, as mentioned, after this game, just to see where we can improve the squad overall. As Obita, with a corner, and Scully gets his head to the ball, but I noticed he doesn't really get them on target from corners very often. I might have to change up who we aim for there. Because I've just realised that realised recently, he's probably as tall as the goal. Surely, he's 6'8". I mean, how tall is a goal? Is a goal like 7 foot, 6 foot something? Ah, there you go. Maybe we should be aiming at Anthony Stewart. That's his. Did I say his 5th goal of the season? I'll have a look at that as well afterwards. But Anthony Stewart, very good at headers. Obito with a wonderful corner kick. And Anthony Stewart gives us the lead away at Mansfield. Should be noted, Mansfield down near the bottom of League One. So we are hoping for a lovely 3 points here before we go into the cup games, which are directly after this match. Good first half performance, keep it up. Let's go and get those 3 points. I have recalled, one thing I have done is I've recalled both of our young players from loans just to flesh out the squad. It has meant our wage budget has now gone even further into the red, which means it's even more unlikely to be bringing in players without actually selling players. We are currently trying to sell 1 or 2 players. We'll again go into that after this match. But I don't really want to sell too many players because obviously our squad needs as many players as possible. It's all about squad depth going into the second half of this season. We do have a good squad. It's about fleshing them out, really, as Bueno does very, very well to win the ball back there and just gives it away straight away, doesn't he? Oh, the match ending does frustrate me at times. It makes some of our players look like fools. Very good goal, actually, for Mansfield. I wasn't expecting that from them. I have instructed our players to put Beasley on put him on his weaker foot, but, well, I mean, that's his right foot. He is right-footed, so it's my defenders not doing the job that they're supposed to be doing. Stewart is not having the greatest of games, isn't he? So what we're going to do, we're going to put him on an advanced forward. We'll see if that works. As we've hit the 68th minute, and we're not exactly creating many chances. I'll tell you what, Obito is very tired, actually, so he's going to go off. Billy Heaps is also very tired, so we don't want to wear them out. Central midfielder, you can go into that. I think that's going to be the only change we'll make for the moment. We'll save the 3rd change for a little later on. As we win a corner here, here's hoping we can make something of it. There's Stewart, but he doesn't guide it towards the back of the net. It is over. As right now, we're just going to demand a little more from our players, and they're pressured. Fantastic. We are looking for a result here, so what we're going to do, shove Bueno forward a little bit. Yeah, he can play there, he'll be fine. And Mali. Yeah, you know what? Mali is going to go into that central midfielder role. Thompson can go in as the ball-winning midfielder. What about Scully? In fact, no. What we're going to do, Adebayo is going to go up front in place of Scully, and hopefully he'll bag us a goal as Patterson cleans up there very nicely. Oh, Stewart's not a target forward. Where's Adebayo? He should be up front. Oh dear, Stewart is the one who should be latching on to flick-ons. Oh, for goodness sake, one of our players... Oh, God. You knew that was coming. Why is it whenever I go on camera, our players get goal shy all of a sudden? I think this is a sign that the game just basically saying, settle down. You've had a good run recently. This is your bad result, which is not what we want. Encourage the boys, but I don't know what else we can actually do here. In fact, what we can do here. Put him on attack. No, don't put him on defend. He's already on defend. What are you doing? Support. Chapman's going to go on attack as well. We're just going to have to go for it now. We started the game so well, and it's now resulted in us being 2-1 down. This wasn't part of the script. As we've still got an attack on here. There's Chapman, but he scoops it over. What? Why is it half the time they do scoop the ball over, and the rest of the time, aka when they're not on camera, God, when they're not on camera, they can actually score. Maybe I should just do the rest of the season off camera, as there's not much more I can do. I can't do any more shouts. We are going to lose 2-1. Frustrating. I assure you, they've been free scoring recently. Actually, Mansfield kind of deserved it, didn't they? Oh, whatever. It's about what we do over the whole season. Yeah, I mean, it was shameful. Yeah, Alfie Jones, grow up. Don't be demotivated at that. You did not perform that. Actually, you did perform that well. Yeah, we're off the top of the league. Frustrating, but we've still got 2 games in hand, I think, over Coventry, who are sitting in 3rd place. We haven't got a league game for a while, which means focus on the cups for now and focus on some transfers. So we will be back in a moment with where our squad is currently sitting. I actually saw from our schedules that was our first defeat in the league since September, since the QPR game that was about 2 episodes ago. So we did very well to stay unbeaten for 3 months in the league. But for now, we're going to turn our attention away from the league and to the January transfer window, as mentioned. And just looking at the league screen, you can kind of see this backs up the fact that Tyler Smith is our best player, average rating wise, also for player of the match, 7 of them so far this season. He's not in the top scorers list. In fact, where is he? Oh, he's 4th with 13. I mean, that's not too bad. Considering he'll be injured as well, he's obviously going to fall down that list a little bit, but we'll see if he picks up. Well, hopefully he'll pick up when he comes back from injury. Patterson with 12 clean sheets. He's played all the league games, I think, so far this season as well. 12 in 26. Very, very impressive from our first choice keeper. He doesn't exactly look much, does he? He doesn't exactly look like a League 1 player. Well, he's actually League 2 standards, and he's doing bits. So I can only praise him as much as possible at this stage. Right, as far as where the squad is, you can see who our best players are, the likes of Mark Scully, Critchlow, Gomez, Smith and Chapman, and Alfie Jones as well. They're all our best players. Only one of them, though, has potential to really grow, and that's Mark Scully, of course. 4 of our top 5 players with potential are all loanees, which is a bit of a problem when it comes to the end of the season, because we may or may not get them back for next season. Claudio Gomez, he'll only be here after this season if we win promotion, which means the players down towards the bottom who probably don't have that much potential, who don't play as often, are probably in danger of being sold this window. The likes of Matthew Blake, I've tried offering him out already. No one is offering anything for him, and I do want to get some money for him because it's not exactly his wage. That's a problem. He's only paid £850 a week. But a player that we are trying to sell on is Oliver Casey, who we have received some bids for. £60,000 is the current bid for him. I've offered him out again for £65,000, and it seems to be a 2-horse race between Salford and Barnsley. So Oliver Casey, he's a good player. He can play centre back or in midfield, but at the same time, if we can get some money for him, because he hasn't played very often this season, 4 league appearances, 8 appearances in all competitions. Not as brilliant as last season, and he injured one of my players when I tried offering him out before. So he's put himself in my bad books. He's okay, he's League 1 standard, but again, if we get some money for him, fantastic. Especially he cost us 72,000. That was Lee Bower, who was the previous manager, who incidentally, he's managing Birmingham now, and every time we played Birmingham, he just comes after me saying, well, I can spend money, but he couldn't. Okay, maybe you should have spent some money then. But right now, the whole plan is to see how much we can get for Oliver Casey. If we can get, even if we get actually like 100,000 and his wages off the book, what is his wages? £1,400 a week, and he's out of contract this summer. So I think we'd do well to get 100,000 for him. Matthew Blake, if we can get some money for him as well. Other players wise, I don't really want to sell anyone else. The 2 loan players I bought back, in fact, they're not even in this squad. Where are they? Right, there he is. Grant Campbell, who was on loan at Torquay. We've bought him back just to flesh out the squad. Where is he? I need to move him up to the senior squad. As well as that, who else is it? Ben Owen. Ben Owen we also bought back from loan. He was down at Havant Waterlooville in the National League. Played a few times. Not exactly torn up any trees, but I just want to use these guys for the cup games. That's seriously the only reason I bought them back, because we just keep using first team players half the time. Oh gosh, can't even use Matthew Blake in the next game. He's suspended. What an idiot. The one time he can play and he's suspended. It's like Chris Hutchings all over again. But I don't know, who else could we even sell at this point? So Abita, Gomez have had offers for them, but they're derisory. If we get like close to £1 million, or even £1 million for each of them, then we'll talk. Because that would take us out of the red. Oh god, we're 730,000. Yeesh. And we're over the wage budget by about over £2,000. Yeah, over 2k in the red, and we're losing money this month as well. This is why we needed a big third round draw in the FA Cup. That's why I'm hoping we get through the third round, get to the fourth round, and hopefully get a big Premier League team, which will mean we will get a lot of money for the gate receipts, which will put us back into the black, and the need to have to sell is kind of diminished a little bit. We wouldn't have to do that as much, but the players, if we can sell Casey, the players I'm hoping to bring in this window is a new striker and a new winger. And maybe another goalkeeper. If we can find another goalkeeper and let Davy Rouillard go, then I'll be happy with that. And Davy Rouillard's only just come in. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Yeah, he's only just come in. He looks decent. He's a Guadeloupean international as well. But he's made a few howlers for us this season. He hasn't played in the league at all. He's only played in the cups when he's been here. He's played more internationals than he has for my team. He's a bit like Jordan Pickford, isn't he? He only ever plays for flipping national teams and performs for them as well. I mean, it's behind my head. Yeah, it's behind my head. So he's got a 7 average rating for his country, a 6.96 for the club. So not exactly a waste of money if we do manage to sell him on. Well, he cost us 20k, didn't he? But if we can sell him on for some money, I'll be happy with that. I would sell him for 30k. No, I wouldn't. I'd sell him for 50. Someone offer me 50 for him, and then we'll take it and get ourselves a new goalkeeper in. And just before we go, just a quick reminder of what the club vision is for the rest of the season. The board still expects us to reach the playoffs, which is why if you finish in the top 2, happy days, we're up straight away. Reach the third round of the FA Cup, we have done that. It's the same with Carabao Cup and the Pizza Trophy. We're in the third round at the moment. So we've met those 3. That's fine. Done. Finished. So, sign players to sell for a profit. We've been doing that. Work within the wage budget. I'm surprised it still says on course. They're probably allowing me a bit of leeway. And develop players using the club's youth system. We haven't got any youth players. Saying that, I did get a preview for the youth intake in like mid-December. We've got a couple of fullbacks who apparently are really good. I air quotes because it's League One standards. So what is our youth recruitment even like? Below average youth facilities, limited youth recruitment. I would take that with a pinch of salt then. So never mind, but we'll find out towards the end of the season. So after all that, I will get through the rest of the January windows just to give an idea of some of the plans. Sell 1 or 2 players, or even maybe 3 players, and try and bring in 3 to 4 players off the back of that. Also, hopefully get into the 4th round of the FA Cup. If we do that and get a big draw in the 4th round, I will come back for that, of course. But otherwise, we'll try and get through to about, I think, the middle of February. After January's done, see if any players are coming or out. See where we are in the league and if we can maintain our push for promotion. I said at the beginning of the season that is the aim. I would like to go for top 2, which is where we currently are. If only we could get a takeover and just get some money in. Maybe the boards will then give me some money. Any billionaire tycoons anyone might know might be interested in this club? A fairly short episode today, but it's just to give a flavour of some of the plans I've got for the January transfer window and what we're aiming to do for the rest of the season. Poor result against Mansfield aside. But if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads for Unemployed to Legend coming up in the next few weeks. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Again, thank you so much as well for your support on the series so far.